It looks like Team Crow is limbering up for some border control. Just as immigration is a UK election hot potato, the free movement of rabbits is causing issues for the Crowman.
There's a couple of little patches out on ours where they've had a bit of a go, but that's where they're coming from next door's land, where we can only get one side of them. So as soon as they hear the buggy coming, they're gone. That's why it was quite nice. The other day you had one of these electric cars and it worked really well. They were a bit from Oxford, what was happening. They didn't hear it coming and it worked quite well. So shame I haven't got an electric buggy, because I do associate the buggy with danger, really. They've seen their mates flop over beside them, so they hear the old buggy coming and they're away.
Ah, the buggy. So how's that going?
This might not start. But there again, it might.
And who are Hadfield Guns?
I'm quite looking forward to going out, warmed up a bit, hence the reason I'm wearing my new t-shirt. Give Simon a ring and look him up, really nice chap, he'd more than be willing to help you out. So. But yeah, so I'm giving him a plug now, so he'll be a happy man.
With the buggy warmed up and purring, we leave the yard. It had better be a good evening, as Mrs. C has sacrificed a trip to Blue Water Shopping Centre. We spot a row looking for an escape route on the drive, and what a leap. They are incredibly agile animals. Let's hope the rabbits aren't quite so athletic. The first one sits nicely. Crow will pick it up in a minute after a quick sweep, and an explainer why his go-to rabbiting rifle is the 17 HMR and not a 22.
You can shoot out to 150, no trouble at all, 200 if it's on a night like this, but you have to compensate for it. A lot of people say, well, why don't you use a 22? You can shoot 22 out to that. But yeah, you hit them with a 22, you've got to hit them in the nut. Or with these, it doesn't matter where that bullet hits them, they're not going anywhere. So, and I'm out here to kill as many rabbits as I can. If I'm shooting them on the grass fields, where we're going in a minute, I'll head shoot them. But if they're on my arable fields, I'll shoot them as and where, really. Providing that bullet hits them, I know they're going to be in the back of the buggy, because it's so devastating. It's a 17 grain ballistic tip, and as soon as that hits them, it just vaporises them.
With that cleared up, we need to pick up that rabbit, which illustrates Andy's point.
This rabbit here, it was like, that's where the bullet's gone. He had his back, I couldn't quite see his head, it's gone up his back. It's hit there and it's just unzipped him. It's gone into the back of his head, out the top of his head. Game over.
As the rabbits aren't ready for us, Crow says he wants to try and call a fox that's been bothering the neighbours' lambs. Just to warn you that little ears might need to be covered. There's some farmer talk coming up.
They poke about the lambing fields and eat all the lamb shit, because it's got a lot of milk in it, so they tend to eat that a lot. So and the tails and the ball bag, when they fall off, where they got the rings on them, so they tend to eat those. But you get one that eats you get a weak lamb and it gets that, and then it gets a bit braver and it tends to take them. But it's usually the twins and that they get, because the mum will protect one and she can't protect both of them, so they tend to chase them about a bit until they get them.
Moving on, and Crow uses a similar technique as Mr. Digweed to call the foxes, but nothing wants to play tonight. So back to the bunnies, and Team Crow works well. Andy even gets a raspberry ripple. And this one shows that the 17 is very capable at range in the right hands. Back in the yard, Crow has 21 rabbits in the back of the buggy.
Like I said earlier, they've got a problem with foxes, so we had a squeak for them. Didn't have any joy, but other people have been at them. We did bump into a couple of them, and they were gone like long dogs. That's why it's better to have a good go as have people just nibbling away at them and missing them, so it don't help the job out. But yeah, we ended up with just over 20 rabbits. So out for just over an hour, which is an hour in the dark, but yeah, it's worked out a good evening. We've just got to go to the Blue Water tomorrow night, I think, now. So
the sacrifices he makes.